was under investigation after a dog he was training bit a pig on the ear on the February 26th episode of the National Geographic Wild series. Los Angeles County Animal Control officials announced Millan won't face criminal charges Monday after inspecting the pig and interviewing those involved with the shoot. Millan responded by saying he is, quote, pleased but not surprised by the news. The Star wrote on his website, they had found that we did nothing wrong and no charges will be brought against me or my team. My team and I are 100% dedicated to the proper care of all animals, and our animal handling procedures are safe and humane. He also added, we will continue to rescue and rehabilitate even the most difficult problem dogs. Our work has saved the lives of thousands of animals that otherwise would have been euthanized. The dog in question, Simon, has had a history of attacking other animals, including his owner's potbelly pigs. Millan previously said he, quote, effectively helped Simon overcome the aggressive behavior, allowing the dog to avoid being euthanized. He told People magazine in March the pig and the dog became friends. Nobody's looking at the whole story. They're looking at a moment that happened, which I understand. It's a sensitive subject. He asserted, I don't use animal as bait. It's ridiculous that they take something and turn it into this when my main goal is purely harmony and balance. Millan is best known for the series Dog Whisperer with Cesar Millan, which ran for 9 seasons on the National Geographic Channel and National Geographic Wild. Caesar 911 premiered in 2014 and airs new episodes Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Khloe Kardashian appears to address her relationship with estranged husband Lamar Odom in an emotional post Sunday on Instagram. The 31-year-old reality star penned a cryptic message about love and letting go after sharing a Deborah Rapper quote from the book Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul. Kardashian wrote, letting go with love takes great strength. We have to learn to stop taking on people's problems as if they are our own. Loving people does not mean we have to carry their burdens and confusions on our back. She also advised, stop shattering your own heart by trying to make a relationship, friend, family, partner work that clearly isn't meant to work. We have to stop trying to repaint people's colors. You can't love someone into loving you. The star also added, sometimes the person you want most is the person you're best without. Don't lose yourself by trying to fix what's meant to stay broken. Don't put your happiness on hold for someone, family, friend, partner, who isn't holding on to you. Many fans interpreted the post as Kardashian giving up on her relationship with Odom. The reality star has been a constant fixture by the 36-year-old former NBA star's side as he continues to recover from his lengthy hospitalization. Kardashian said of Odom in March, if it's a relationship that serves a purpose in my life like Lamar, why wouldn't I want them in my life afterwards? Just because you break up with someone doesn't mean you lose that connection. Odom was discovered unconscious in a Las Vegas brothel October 13th, later confirmed to have cocaine in the system. The former NBA player who struggled with substance abuse for years was spotted at a bar over Easter weekend. Kardashian tweeted after Odom's outing, I hate this feeling. Helpless. Keeping on with the Kardashian star followed up her cryptic post by telling fans to not read too deep into things. She and ex-boyfriend French Montana were spotted at the Hyde nightclub Sunday evening. Meanwhile, Blac Chyna was all smiles as she celebrated her engagement with Amber Rose over the weekend. The 27-year-old bride-to-be hosted Harrow's Epic Saturday with the 32-year-old model in Atlantic City, New Jersey on Saturday, just days after she got engaged to reality star Rob Kardashian. Blac Chyna told the audience after Rose led a round of well wishes, thank you guys for congratulating me. I'm super excited, and thank you to everyone who came out to see me and Amber. The best friends both wore all white ensembles to celebrate the occasion. Blac Chyna sported a plunging crop top with pants, while Rose chose a form-fitting and cleavage-bearing dress. A source told Us Weekly magazine Chyna wore white to the event because she is so excited about getting married. She can't wait to be a bride. And the insider added, of the model who was born Angela White, Chyna keeps telling her friends that she would marry Rob tomorrow. She seems really thrilled about becoming Angela Kardashian. She says she's so in love with Rob. Blac Chyna and Kardashian were first linked in January and have been inseparable since. The couple announced their engagement April 5th, and Rose was the first one to publicly offer their congratulations. She wrote on Instagram, congratulations to my family at Blac Chyna and at Rob Kardashian. Please do not let nothing or no one tear you guys apart. I never seen my sis so happy, and I couldn't be more happy for her. She acknowledged, sometimes we find love in the strangest places. LOL, God bless you too. Now let's get this wedding together so y'all can start making some babies. Hashtag true love. Hashtag putting a ring on it. Soul, no, it's real. Hashtag Black Rob. Blac Chyna shares 3-year-old son King Kyle with her ex-fiancé Tigger, who is now dating Kardashian's half-sister Kylie Jenner. Rose previously dated rapper Kanye West, who married Kardashian's sister Kim in 2014. And speaking of Kanye West, his 7th studio album, The Life of Pablo, has reached number 1 on the Billboard 200 albums charts. The album, which was released exclusively on music streaming service Tidal in February before becoming available on other services, has sold 94,000 equivalent album units in the week ending April 7th, according to Billboard. Only 28,000 copies of Pablo were sold through Tidal and the rapper's official site. The 94,000 figures comes from Billboard now taking into account album streams, which were translated into 66,000 additional copies sold from the 99 million U.S. streams of the album's tracks. West commented on Pablo's success on Twitter and how the project is now the first album to reach number 1 due to streaming numbers. West wrote, "Thank you to everyone who made The Life of Pablo the number 1 album in the world." He also continued hinting at the possibility of a future tour. "I'm so happy that you guys like the music. I'm working on the tour designs now." The Life of Pablo marks West's 7th consecutive album to reach number 1 following Late Registration, Graduation, 808s, and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, his collaboration with Jay-Z's Watch the Throne, and Jeezy's. Rock icon Bryan Adams has canceled a previously scheduled concert in Mississippi over the state's passing of a new law. The concert, which was to be held at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum April 14th in Biloxi, was scrapped Sunday due to the musicians' feelings on the state's signing of Religious Liberty Bill 1523. Adams took to Facebook to explain his stance and how he finds the bill incomprehensible and discriminatory against members of the LGBT community. He wrote, "Mississippi has passed an anti-LGBT Religious Liberty Bill 1523. I find it incomprehensible that LGBT citizens are being discriminated against in the state of Mississippi. I cannot in good conscience perform in a state where certain people are being denied their civil rights due to their sexual orientation." Adams continued by saying, "Therefore, I'm canceling my April 14th show at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Using my voice, I stand in solidarity with all my LGBT friends to repeal this extremely discriminatory bill. Hopefully, Mississippi will right itself and I can come back and perform for all of my many fans. I look forward to that day." Mississippi has passed an anti-LGBT Religious Liberty Bill 1523. The bill, which allows private businesses and religious groups to deny services to members of the LGBT community, will take effect in July. Adams' cancellation comes days after fellow musician Bruce Springsteen made headlines for canceling a show in North Carolina to protest the state's passing of the HB2 Public Facilities Privacy and Security Act, which specifies the bathroom transgender people are permitted to use. Springsteen noted in a statement, "Some things are more important than a rock show, and this fight against prejudice and bigotry, which is happening as I write, is one of them. It is the strongest means I have for raising my voice in opposition to those who continue to push us backwards instead of forwards." Republican Congressman Mark Walker said about the rocker in response to the cancellation, "Bruce is known to be on the radical left, and he's got every right to be so, but I consider this a bully tactic. It's like when a kid gets upset and says he's going to take his ball and go home." And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1954, Bill Haley and the Comets record Rock Around the Clock. Bill Haley and the Comets record We're Gonna Rock Around the Clock. If rock and roll was a social and cultural revolution, Rock Around the Clock was a declaration of independence. And if Bill Haley was not exactly the revolution's Thomas Jefferson, it may be fair to call him its John Hancock. Haley put his enormous signature on rock and roll history during the final 40 minutes of a 3-hour recording session in New York City. A session set up not for the recording of Rock Around the Clock, but of a song called 13 Women and Only One Man in Town. It took the group nearly all of their scheduled session to get a usable take of 13 Women, a song that was entirely new to them, but was chosen as the A-side of their upcoming single by their new record label, Decca. With time running out and no chance of extending the session, Haley and his Comets were eager to lay down the song they've been playing live for many months to enthusiastic audience response. The lead guitarist brought in for the session, Danny Ciderone, had not had time to work up a new solo for the instrumental break on Rock Around the Clock, so he repurposed one he'd used on a Haley recording 2 years earlier called Rock This Joint. Cedrone was paid $31 for his work that evening, which included performing which is still recognized as one of the greatest guitar solos of all time. Haley and the band had time for only 2 takes, and in the first, they played so loud that Haley's vocals were almost inaudible on tape. In an era before multi-track recordings, the only solution was to do a second take with minimal accompaniment and hope for the best. Later, a Decca engineer painstakingly spliced together segments from both takes, a nearly miracle given the technology of 1954. The finished version was judged good enough to include as the B-side of 13 Women, which was released in May 1954. The single sold a respectable but underwhelming 75,000 copies in the coming months and was destined to be forgotten until a 10-year-old kid in Los Angeles flipped 13 Women and fell in love with the now famous B-side. That kid, Peter Ford, happened to be the son of actor Glenn Ford, who was slated to star in the upcoming teenage delinquency drama Blackboard Jungle. Peter turned his father on to Rock Around the Clock, and soon enough the song was chosen to play over the opening credits of Blackboard Jungle, which is how it became a pop sensation, selling 1 million copies in a single month in the spring of 1955. And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, April 12, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.